Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this morning yoga class. Today we're going to do a chair yoga session. Just make yourself comfortable by coming a little bit forward on your chair. So make sure that you've turned off your phone, your email notifications, WhatsApp, any kind of distraction really. If you want to put on some music, you can. I will give you a moment here to put on some music on the background. Might be nice to have yourself being guided through this class with some background music. So coming a little bit further forward, just to actively sit on your chair. I hope your chair is not too wobbly or moving from the left to the right, and otherwise you can take a different chair. But let's place the hands on the knees for a moment so you can relax your shoulders. You can try to get an active posture here. And relax the shoulders away from the ears. You can tuck your chin in slightly, so to bring it a little bit down. It's just like when you look straight forwards, your chin is also not up, it's just down like this. You can move your head back a little, and you can activate your core by tilting your pelvic slightly, or to pull the navel in slightly. All right, now let's take a nice couple of inhales here to the nose. And exhale through the mouth. And if you want to make a sound with this, it's very fine. Breathing in through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. So you can hear this hissing sound when I do this. Breathe in through the nose. And exhale. And from this moment, we're going to breathe in and out only through the nose. So you can place your hands just underneath your navel. And on the next inhale, we're going to take those hands out, and it's like breathing into the lower back, spreading it. And on the next exhale, bring those hands together, and the top hand becomes a fist. You bring it up towards your diaphragm, towards your solar plexus. Breathe in, expand. And this is only just to start so that we become aware of our breath. So we breathe in a bit deeper. And exhale. So listen to the sound of your breath. Breathe in. And by activating it, just energizing ourselves. Breathe in one more time. And exhale. Taking the hands from the side all the way up. And on an exhale, we're going to lean back and activate our core. Breathe in. And lean back. So let's do this a couple of times to really give the body some time to get acquainted with this movement. And it's also the strength of repetition that we're working with. And exhale. Let's do it again. And this time we're going to twist to the right side, holding on to the outside of the right chair or the right side of your chair and the back of your chair with your left. Exactly the other way around, actually. Your left hand on the outside of the right and your right hand behind you. So breathe in. And on an exhale, we're going to just look over the right shoulder. So maybe some of you like to bend the spine a little bit. Others maybe want to sit up straight. So whatever works for you. As long as you keep that breath on an inhale, you look a bit more to the side. And on the exhale, the last exhale here, you press your feet into the floor, look over the right shoulder. Maybe pull your navel in slightly. And then you come forward with your hands again next to yourself, up in the air. And exhale towards the left. Breathe in again. And on an exhale. With every inhale, you can turn a little bit more to the side. And on an exhale, more to the back again. So when you turn back on an inhale, you just give yourself a little bit more space. Last exhale here. Coming forward again, breathe in. And this time we're going to bring the buttocks off the chair for a moment. So you can come and sit a little bit deeper. You can pull that belly in slightly. Reach your arms diagonally up. And some of you maybe are pointing a bit more forward. Others have more space in the shoulder joints. They can open up a little bit further. And you're going to press those upper legs actively to the outside. Breathe in deep. And on the next exhale, we're just going to brush the hands towards the back. Inhale, keep sitting like this. And exhale. Breathe in, pulling the navel in, and exhale. Again, breathe in. And this time we're going to bring the hands together and fall forwards. Let's just roll from one side to the other. And so with your hands brushing over the floor, it's like feeling or imagining that you are maybe on the beach and you're playing with the water or the sand. So you might feel this on the back of your legs, your hamstrings, your buttocks, your lower back. And by just gently swaying from left to right, we just open up the body a little bit further. But don't forget to keep that breath alive. Now, maybe you can place the hands or the fingertips on the floor, but an easier way is to place them on your shins. And you press into the shins on an inhale, lengthen, coming forwards, and then bring your hands to the calves. Exhale. Keep exhaling. It's a long exhale, a little bit further forward. You feel that stretch building up. Place your hands on the front again. Inhale. So we're going this slow that you can integrate a little pause at the end of the exhale. So you wait. Place your hands in the meantime on the front, on your shins. Inhale, lengthen, and also here on the top we breathe in, but we wait. And exhale again. So then the breath is being divided into 4 parts. Breathe in again. So this way we don't speed up too much. So we're really present with our breath, with our movement. And exhale. Maybe you can just nod your head, make a yes or no kind of movements. You can come and sit back again. You can place that right knee into your hands, and we're going to just open up the right side. Making circles here. So I know that I'm scooping or I'm moving back to the chair a little bit too much. So I'm going to come to the front again. And then just making these circles, and to explore, just go slow. So you really feel what's going on into the right hip in this case. And then we're going to bring the hands towards, one is going to be on the outside or from the inside underneath, and the other hand from the outside. So we're going to sway or rock our leg just to create a bit more space into the right side. So you can do it like this. This is maybe the more easy one if you go from the inside and up, but you can also do it by placing that right foot into the left elbow crest, and then the right hand from the outside. So this is a bit more challenging for some of you. You still keep rocking it. Now I'm resting against the back of my chair. I was just pulled back, but it's fine. I'm still noticing that stress in my right hip. All right, so let's bring the hands towards that foot. So both hands are holding on to the front foot, and I'm gonna sit up a little bit more upright. So my shoulders are down, I'm holding on to this foot, and let's see whether we can bring that foot a bit higher. So I'm now looking at my toes. So the foot is on the same, or at the same height as my toes. And we just breathe into this stretch. Finding a breath in and out. Just keep sitting up straight, dropping the shoulders down. Breathe in again. And exhale, a little bit higher. So now we're holding on to the right foot. So with the right hand, keep holding on to the foot, support it, and then, or maybe hold on to the ankle. And then with the left hand, you can diagonally move to the right. So the left hand goes over that foot, the thumb is pointing down, and you hold on to the outside of your foot. Now see whether you can take your right hand back. Maybe you can even look over the right shoulder. And then I can also hold on to the back of my chair as well, for example. So whatever feels good, pull the navel in, and keep on breathing. So you can feel that stretch all the way from the buttocks on the outside towards your knee, maybe even in the calf. Opening up the chest, breathing in one more time. And on the next exhale, we're going to bring that foot back. And maybe you can place it or in your groin, or you can place it on the chair itself. And we're gonna just come forward again, swinging from left to right, maybe with your hands on your hips. If I would have that foot in my groin, I would do the same thing. Just moving and exploring. It's all about creating space. So you do that with your breath, by being mindful, without going over your boundaries. Just know your limitations as well. And even if your knee is a little bit higher, you can make smaller movements and it's still fine. All right, let's see whether we can come forwards, either with that foot in your groin, or maybe just placing it on the chair itself. And you can feel that stretch in your right side if you move a bit more towards the left knee. We can even, like we did in a previous class, with the left hand, hold on to the right knee. And then take that right hand up in the air. Maybe bending the right elbow, placing the right hand against the back of your skull. And now see whether you can look up to the ceiling and find your breath again. Feeling that stretch from your right hip all the way towards your armpits. If you want to make a sound, you are alone in your room and you think, this is a really good stretch and I just need to express it with sounds, and be my guest. You are free to make your own interpretation in this class. All right, so on an inhale, come back up. And we're going to place that right foot down and let's go for the left side. So we just start again with creating circles here. Now my chair is actually not always the best one. It's a little, I don't know, it's higher on the front. In the middle it goes a bit down, so I know here that I'm moving backwards, but probably you can't even see it. So just creating a bit more space here. All right, now let's hold on to that foot for a moment. Maybe you can bring your left hand, in this case, underneath and swing it from left to right. Either this, or you can bring your foot into the right elbow crest and then the left hand from the outside. So this is quite a more intense version. So whatever feels good, as long as you can make this movement from left to right, and that you feel it in your hip joints, in your buttocks, and can you relax into it? That's maybe the most important task I'm giving you right now, to keep your face relaxed and relax your jaws, your lips, your tongue. Just listen to the sound of your breath. And this needs a bit of time to really open up. All right, let's go to the next version. We're going to hold on with both hands to the front foot, and we're going to take that foot a little bit higher. Now I'm feeling this, so I'm going to take a moment here to breathe into it. Maybe you can just bring it this high, then see whether you can sit up straight. Relax your shoulders, and maybe then you can take another try and bring that foot a little bit higher. All right, let's go to the third variation of this sequence. Now holding on to the ankle with your left hand, the right hand can go diagonally to the other side, and the right thumb is pointing down because you're going to hold on to the outside of that left foot with your right hand. And see whether you can keep sitting on straight, up straight. Now I don't have that much space behind me really, otherwise I could have maybe taken my hand a little bit further. So I'm going to hold on to the chair. I'm still making a twist here, opening up the spine, pressing that foot away from you and creating this nice stretch on the outside. And you go as much or as far as feels good. Last exhale here. On an inhale, you come forward. You bring that left foot either on top or in that hip crest, or otherwise just resting it on the chair. And with your hands on your knees, you can just move or sway from left to right. And maybe you can close your eyes. It's really okay to bring your focus more inwards so that you don't get distracted by what you see, but you can focus more on what you feel or what you hear, your breath. It's a really good sound to focus or latch onto. Now breathing in deep. So I'm going to keep my foot on the chair for now, but you could also bring it into your hip. And let's go a little bit forward. Now with the right hand, I'm going to reach for that left knee. And on an inhale, you're going to take that left hand up. Exhale, take it towards the right. Bend the elbow, place your left hand against the back of your skull. Maybe look up to the ceiling. So with a soft face, you breathe yourself through this pose, breathing into the left side, those intercostal muscles that you're stretching out, that you're breathing into. One more breath here. And exhale, slowly coming back. All right. So let's come back to the front of the mat. And just a little bit for the upper body, bringing those hands on your knees so you can place your feet a bit wider. And by doing this, you can create a bit more space in the upper part of your spine, your shoulders. So pressing your hands, making these movements. And if you like to keep your fingers pointing out, that's fine as well. It's just finding some nice movements here, a bit of space. Breathing in deep, come to the middle. And on an exhale, we're going to press the left hand on with, maybe turn the fingers in already, breathe in. And exhale, you press that left hand into the inside of your left knee, and you look to the right and you exhale while sticking out your tongue. It's a cleansing breath. Breathe in, come to the middle, and exhale to the left. Breathe in. Breathe in and exhale. Do 2 more times on either side. Breathe in, exhale to the right. Breathe in, exhale to the left. Last time, breathe in, exhale to the right. Breathe in, exhale to the left. All right, come back to the middle. And then interlace your fingers, press your palms out. Breathe in, take your hands up. And on an exhale, you're going to take them down again to just the same height as your shoulders. Breathe in and exhale. In, out. So we're going to move a little bit faster here. This is more of a Kundalini exercise. It's really good to open up your shoulders, your chest, by breathing in. So you're going to breathe in when you take up, or go up, exhale when you go forwards. So let's try to make a good speedy rhythm here. So find your own rhythm here with your breath, but it can definitely be audible. Just keep on moving. And if you don't go as high as me, it's all right. You can just take them a little bit further like this, and maybe slowly but gradually you will be able to open up a little bit more. Just keep on moving. Almost there. Up on an inhale, exhale going down. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale. Take your hands to the sides. Slowly down. You can shake your hands out. And then on an inhale, open up your chest. And on an exhale, you're going to come forward. Inhale and forward. And again, we're going to do this with a bit more tempo. Breathing in and out. Very good for opening the chest Feel it stretching your arms. Just keep on going, guys. You can do this. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Embrace yourself. Bring one hand over the other. Hold on to your shoulders. Make a little bend forwards. Stay here for a moment. On an inhale, come up. Open up again. This time bring the other arm over. Holding onto your elbows again. Or to your shoulders, I mean. Breathe your way through it. On an inhale, open up again. This time bring the left hand underneath the right. And either you do this, you can straighten the right hand to the left, feel that stretch on your shoulders. But for some of you who have the elbows close to each other, you can try to bring the palms together. So I'm holding on to my thumb. It's looking like this. Maybe you can take those elbows a little bit higher. You can press your hands away from yourself. There's like this 90-degree angle from my shoulders to my elbows to my hands. I just feel that stretch on the outside, maybe more on the right than on the left in this case. Relax. All right, slowly bring your hand maybe towards your face. You can relax again. And before we go to the other side, let's make a couple of circles here for the shoulders. All right, inhale, take your hands to the outside. Now this time, the right hand goes underneath the left. So maybe this is what it is for you, and you will stay here and just breathe your way through this stretch, through this shoulder opener. Maybe you can take it one step further. For me, this is also a more interesting side. I always have a little bit less space here than on the other side. Nevertheless, see whether you can find a variation that works for you. So now try to push your shoulders down, bringing the elbows up. If I really feel this, this is quite intense. It doesn't maybe look like it, but inside, I really have to focus on my breath to keep myself calm, to breathe through this sensation, so to speak. Last breath here. And on an exhale, gently release. And again, let's make a bit more space. So I really feel that I like to give a bit more attention to my shoulders right now. And that's also how it works. When you are working in the office or at home and you feel that there's something not really nice, or at least maybe needs a bit of attention, and with your fingertips, just grab your neck, your trapezius, your upper part of your shoulder, and start to hook them into those muscles, and maybe just massage them a little bit, squeezing it. Even move your head a little, and then move your way down. It's really nice to give yourself a bit of a massage for the shoulders. With your thumb, you can massage the front side of this deltoideus. Or maybe with your fingertips, go a bit more to the back or to the side. The triceps on the back or the biceps on the front. And also the lower arm, the forearm. And those tendons here that we use a lot for the repetitive movements, the mouse, just giving it a nice massage. But don't forget to breathe. It's often that we are so focused that we forget to breathe, but it's nice to be focused and massaging ourselves whilst breathing. Just a little bit more. And then with your thumb, you can massage your hands and maybe slide that thumb all the way towards the top part of your fingers, the tips, and then stretch it out, press it to the back. From the base or the palm of your hands all the way up. And you could hold on to each finger individually and just grab it, pull it and twist it a little bit. All right. Coming with that left hand towards the right hand. First, maybe the neck, the shoulder. You can be a bit more vigorous. Just as long as we create a bit more blood flow. Here, the whole shoulder girdle. The biceps, the triceps, with your fingers, with your thumb, whatever feels good. Coming towards the elbow and especially here on the line of your thumb going towards your elbow. That part, you can work with your thumb and massage it, squeeze it. Maybe if I'm turning my hand like this, I'm making this movement. It's like when you eat soup, you also make this movement. So you turn your palm out, and in the meantime, your fingertips are just resting and pressing against those muscles. So it's like an automatic massage. Coming a little bit down. And again, opening up the palm and pressing with that thumb all the way up, sliding it towards the tip of your pinky to start with, and doing every finger individually. Holding onto those fingers, squeezing it, interlacing those fingers, pressing your palms out one more time. Inhale, take those hands up. Exhale. And then the last movement that we're going to do, I'm going to show it to you a little bit more diagonally, but basically the right foot is underneath the right knee and the left leg is straight or maybe slightly bent. And you can place your hands on your shins. You can maybe hold on to your big toes or the toes itself. On an inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, you're going to come a little bit further forward. So we stretch the back of the left leg to start with. Breathe in. And exhale. Slowly we're gaining a bit more space. So you can either come further forward or maybe hold on a bit more towards the foot. Relax the jaws whilst doing it, your lips, your tongue. Relax your neck as well. You might hear it crack a little bit, so that it also is getting a bit more space. Slowly coming up, and then let's go to the other side. So the left foot is underneath the left knee, so that you have support here. With the right knee slightly bent, or for some of you, with that leg completely straight, pressing the heel away, pulling or pointing the toes towards your face, holding on with your hands. Breathe in. And on an exhale, we're going to come gently forward as much as feels good. And then you stop, you wait. Inhale, lengthen again. And on an exhale, maybe holding on a little bit more towards that foot. With both hands, just keep on breathing. Listen to the sound of your breath. Maybe close your eyes. Just a couple more breaths here. Last time. Slowly breathe out. Slowly coming up again. So let's come back to the chair. Place your feet on the floor, just resting with your hands on your knees. Close your eyes. Relax your shoulders, your face. And just notice how you feel right now, whether you can feel the energy, so to speak, flowing through your body. Notice how your breath is right now. And then you can open up your eyes again. I want to wish you a nice continuation of your day. Just make sure you drink a lot and see you another time. Namaste.